Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the city of E80. Last episode, we had our first Kushite attack. Kushite? Is that how you say it? Yeah, Kushite. Down here, it was one ship, I'm pretty sure, and we handled it just fine. Once the ships got all tangled together, it was a little difficult to tell for certain if it was just the two of them, but whatever. However many it was, it doesn't matter. We handled them. Let's see. I think primary thing we're doing this episode is getting the housing set up here. And I think the very first thing we need to do before doing anything of the sort is figure out what we're going to have on this bank. We have ferry availability all along here. This is not going to be able to happen, so it's going to have to be over here if we want to use this spit of land. I don't know, it's not really, probably not really necessary. We'll figure that out later, but for the moment, we've got this. Now, initially, I wanted to put it here, because this is closest to that ferry. This still allows for 2 of these if we need them. This is going to be, I think, up here next to the fort. We're probably going to want to move that fort, but I'm not sure where to just yet. It's just because we still need to get these access to the houses, whatever we put up here, and I do want more fishing wharfs up here. I don't know, though there is still this area here for more fishing. So maybe we do that instead of worrying about up here that much. Oh, we do also have another Kushite army coming, so there's that to look forward to, but Warship Wharf. We can have a maximum of 6. This, I kind of like placement because it can help protect anything in around here. These 2 are good because they came from this direction. I don't know if there's a possibility of them coming anywhere else. This doesn't seem navigable to me, but maybe when there's a flood, I'm not sure. But I think the general idea here is we're going to have the next 3 here, here, and we could put it here. Do we want to do that, or do we want to put it like back here, perhaps? Does it really matter that much? Is of course another question. There is a possibility of putting one back here if there's a possibility of attacks from this direction. I don't think it's likely, because this is down into Lower Egypt, into like the main heavily populated areas. So I don't feel like that's ever going to be relevant. There's this location, but I don't want to use this location for a wharf because I want to use this for a dock. Because I want to test whether or not, if we have a dock here, and we're making granite and copper here, and putting it into storage yards here, and there's a dock, whether a ship docked here will essentially request those materials to be taken across the ferries. That's something that we're going to need to test to verify, see whether or not that's doable, because if not, we may not be able to actually export the copper and the granite. Because I don't see any easy way of getting it up here, because what happens is the ships, if the storage yard runs out and the ship is requesting it and it has to come from down here, the ship is just going to sit there and wait, and the ferries might not be running You know, there might not be another person on the other side for it to actually transport it. And that could just completely crash our whole system here, like it did last time. So let's try not to have a repeat of that, if at all possible. Which is why I want to test that. And it's the closest to this rock outcropping. So, assuming warship here-ish, where's the next one gonna go? And do we want to make it this spot? And also, does it really matter? I don't know that it does. Because if we have this, that's going to be a huge portion of our fighting capability right there. As soon as they come in, the others will just be reinforcements that may not even be necessary. So, I don't think it's that big a deal if it's like here or here, for example. Although, does make me remember, oh okay. Because this is, oh no, okay, this is big enough for a ferry and a wharf. So that should be fine. That's probably where we're gonna put that. Maybe. Can we do... No. So it's gotta be here or here. And it can be just fine. The warships won't get in the way as long as we don't do right in the middle like that, which would be silly. So... since we're gonna have to come down to this bit of land anyway to build these... Oh, I didn't realize the size of this, but that right there means that it has to be on this side. We cannot put one there because then there won't be able to be a ferry there. Because it's just a single block too small. Okay, so... here, and here. And not here. Then, I think it's gonna be the way that we do this. Because here, this is 5 wide, which means there's an extra spot for a 2 wide something, which could be a fish wharf or a transport wharf. Actually, that'd be a great spot for transport because we could put it like somewhere here, and then have a fort down here. And it can be well out of the way of anything, like somewhere here or so. Have a little bit of housing here. That sounds sensible. So, okay, yeah. So that means that it doesn't necessarily matter whether the ferry is here, here, or here. Because we're not going to put a wharf here, so we can put fishing here, here, or here. Wherever the ferry isn't. So, with all that out of the way, I guess we probably will want it here to be as close to that one as possible. Because if we do have something over here that needs to go over to here, we'll have that route. This was never an option, by the way, I'm pretty sure. I don't think that works. Pretty sure that's why I did it this way. So yeah. I'm gonna assume that's gonna be the ferry. So that means that the road is gonna be there. Do I just remove this or do I not? I think I do not, because I can put something here, connect this to that. Let me see. What do we do here? What do we do? What do we do? Housing along here. Or do we try to, like, snake it back and forth? a little bit. That could be interesting. So rather than just straight down, we kind of take advantage of the fact that we've got a bunch of space out here to, let's see, because that right there is going to be the edge of that, what's it called? Copper mine. There. Is it there? Is one of these spots. I don't know, it doesn't matter. So, and those are kind of ugly, so we're probably going to have... What? Have what? Because this is also going to need to go this way over into these buildings over here. It's going to kind of, you know, blah, 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 like that. And then continue over to here, and then around. This will probably be here. This is going to need to be moved. We can actually do that now. Because we don't need it right now, because this is full anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm tempted to get rid of this now, but I don't know if we're going to get attacked on land. And if, by chance, the next water-based attack crashes through these, or just continues while there's a fight going on here and comes up over here, for example, these guys can actually engage the ships. So we're gonna do that. So, and then we can put fishing wharfs here. Do I just do that now? I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. And that is that actually space? No. Which means we're gonna want to move this around over to here. That works. And we still have a spot there. That's fine. So that'll be that. Okay, this doesn't actually need to be a housing road. This can just be the road connecting the housing to the workspace. So something like one of these. This is the housing road. At some point, probably soon, well, maybe not soon. At some point, I'm going to delineate the two by putting plaza on the ones that are actually the housing roads, and then not on the other ones. Speaking of which, this road doesn't need to be this long. Whatever, it doesn't matter. At least not right now. Think something like this. If this moves, it's going to move the desirability detriment with it. I think we need to figure out where this is going to go sooner rather than later. We could put it right up against this. Could put it up against this. We could put it... There's not really necessarily a need to have all of those be fishing wharfs. What if we put it right up against the water like this? Because the reason we're going to move this, just for reference, is because of this. We want a few more of those. It's maybe not strictly necessary, but because it's so close to everything that's trade, I think it's going to be not necessarily necessary, but it's something that I think we're going to want to do at some point. We might not, I don't know. But the thing is, I want to have a transport, that's not what I want, a transport right next to the fort, so they can pop right into the boat and ship off to wherever they're needed. We could put it here, it's worth mentioning. That wouldn't be the worst thing. But it does mean that we could get away with housing here. Which would mean we would need the housing road to be here. Or so. If we were to kind of snake it back and forth a little bit. No. That sort of size. Which gets into funkiness over here, so let's just 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. Although we're not doing the space in the middle for beautification over here, are we? So 1, 2. And if we were to do something like this, whoops, dang it. And this road can just be to over here. Housing all throughout here. This will be the housing road itself. We can have all of the stuff that the houses need here, and here, and here. And this can head out to connect to stuff if it needs to. Might not even need that. Guess we'll find out. But if we have housing along here, then these guys can have access to that. Is there anything particularly stopping us from having houses here? I don't think so. Desirability is not that bad. Well, I guess the fishing wharfs combined do quite a bit, so I guess this does need to connect to the rest. How do we do that in a way that's one road without getting... Could do that and disconnect this and then connect this. Or we could just roadblock it there. So something like this. And then roadblock, I don't know, let's say there. And then the housing will be there, and this will have access to it. That's not superb. We could pull it off of here and go around like this instead. Let's do that. And do that. Whoops. Too much. There's no way that this one is getting over to the housing. There any particular reason not to do this, though? Let's just see if this works. I feel like it probably won't, but let's find out. How do we make this nice? Let's say start there. Can we maybe move this over by 1? Yes, we can move it by 1. I guess it's not really... whatever. It's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and demolish that now. He can just move over. And I think we should be able to push that back. With a heaping helping of gardens, shrines, plazas. Water supply. Should we put it right at the end? Sure, why not? Bazaar. Wait a minute. No. Because this is going to connect to that. No. Thus. Does make the idea of moving that a little more questionable, doesn't it? This road is not gonna do anything useful. Let's put this... Yeah, I guess that's fine. Question mark? I don't know, I don't love it. But this allows the bazaar to quickly and easily go that away. I do want some of this. There's no good reason for those two to be there, is there? When they can just as easily be off over here instead. And we can easily have another granary. That's going to be not as nice. Ah. I'm going to put it back like that instead. Because then we do this. That's also not as nice. Oh well. Will that water carrier make it all the way down to here? If he doesn't, we could put another one down here. And that wouldn't... Well, it'd have to be there, wouldn't it? Speaking of water carriers, it occurs to me, we could actually get these to upgrade, couldn't we? Maybe a little bit of this? No! Ow. Shoot. Okay, well, maybe some small ones. Oh, come on now, really? No, come on. Why didn't that? I'm gonna turn it. One month. That does mean it's gonna be difficult to get these to upgrade, isn't it? We just put some plaza down. Might help, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. More statues. Ah. There's room here. Let's try that. That doesn't look great. It's not enough. Well. Oh, they're coming with 3 of them now. Enemy transport. All hands on deck. Move it, move it. Come on. Not sure what's going on over here. Why does that look like that's loose formation? I guess it's not. Little fishing boat just casually fishing alongside a war zone. Can you guys hit that from there? Come down over here. I can't tell what's going on. It's just a giant melee here. Somebody lost something. Was that one of ours? I don't know. Nope, not yet. Well, strength is still good on 2 of them. These are the 2 that have been in the middle of things the most. We are engaging. Is that it? That looks to be it. Okie dokie. Return to wharf. Return to fort. Getting the click on the ships is like in a weird spot. It's like right at the aft of the ship for some reason. Now, what was I doing before I was so rudely interrupted by, like, battle? Don't remember. At least not specifically. No employment problem. That's nice. We need to do more clay and pottery, I think. If we were to cram some clay production in here, would that be the worst? Maybe that would be a bad idea because we need to get some of these things in here at some point. I don't think the pavilion is going to be relevant. Though then again, I don't know. We have gotten access to stuff that we hadn't previously, and Papyrus is one of those things. So maybe... I don't know. This needs to be upgraded though. We're gonna have to do shrines instead, aren't we? Nope. That's not gonna be enough, but we're gonna have to have these moved down. That's the problem, and I don't want to just get rid of this. I guess it's not. It's better to do it sooner rather than later. And you know what? I'm gonna move this as well. We're gonna scoot everything down. You can go there. You can go not there. There. And then the position can go there. And we'll, because that's, I guess that is a 3x3 space if we took out the, it doesn't matter. We're doing that. Employees needed, yes. Is that gonna... Right. Whatever. This is not going to fit. Like looking out onto the river, I guess. No. Something like that. Maybe. Is that really still not enough? There we go. This as well is gonna have to scoot down, and again, sooner rather than later is the way to do this. Wasn't really expecting to be running into this kind of issue. No. We're gonna scoot it down one further so that it's nice along the kind of grid looking thing we've got going here. Gonna do some more shrines over here. Click, please. And some smell statues. There's already this. 1,500 pottery for Salima Oasis. Good grief, are you serious? We don't have that kind of production. Huh. We could maybe make that kind of production happen, though. We're running out of money. Wait a minute. We're wasting space here. I think we need to scoot this down. You already bought a bunch of fish, but we have a bunch of fish as it is. It's not that big a deal. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did I not? I sure didn't. Oops. I'm gonna... Yes, I'm aware. Gonna do this. Oh, dang it. Didn't actually get rid of all of it. Gonna go like that instead. And firehouse. I don't like that spot. No, let's do firehouses down here. This. It's probably not a good spot either because of the way they like to not go in a particular direction. And we might have to put it down here. I guess we're just gonna have to see. Pottery. That's going to be a relatively short trip to the over there. We should be fine. Are we exporting all of the pottery? Oh, we are. That's a little extreme. But we are going to need it for sending to... Where are we sending this? What is... Salima Oasis. Right. We are selling pottery to the population, so that's, you know... How many people are we short by? Quite a few. Let's get this going, shall we? Come on. Not gonna put them there, but... How's something like that? Oh, dang it. I feel like we're just not selling enough stuff. We could do beer. We could do copper. Literally just got finished with this area up here. The housing. So that will work. That will work. That will work. That will work. Can we get... No. That'll be fine. And you guys can ship it up to... I guess the spot where the bricks are? Yeah, that'll work. Don't accept a bunch of it, but... we don't need any of it. And before I forget, because I was just about to, I'm gonna do this. And then we can do this. Look at that, more people. Lots more people. Good, 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 good. We're looking okay, I think, except for this business, but copper is quite valuable. Getting these guys to upgrade is going to be tricky, isn't it? I might actually end up moving the potters. Probably also going to want some storage yards down here as well, aren't we? Hey look, there's a spot right there that's perfectly storage yard shaped. How about we do that? And accept some clay. We'll let the pottery ship across over there, but the clay we'll have down here. if there's any excess. I don't remember the numbers. I'm at the, like, first mission, I think, maybe second mission, whatever it was. When we first unlocked this, it said specifically there's a ratio of this many of these to this many of these, and I think it was 2 to 1, I think, but I don't actually remember. And either way, we're exporting both of them, so just more is what we need, more.
We're waiting for some cargo to be delivered to our ship.
We can't do reads. I wonder why reads haven't shown up here. Odd. Or maybe not odd, I don't actually know, come to think of it. You know what we also should be doing is this. How much is that? Ooh, 1,000 bands. Goodness. Ooh, hey, look at that. There's a spot right there. Maybe over a little bit. Do I care that it's in a not particularly nice location? Oh no, come on. Phooey. Put it here, I guess. It's too large. It's just unwieldy and awkward. Can we rotate this? No. Imagine I probably checked that the last time as well. No, I still want this up here to be reserved for cattle. I think we're gonna put it here. And start doing tax collection. I don't like the location of these two. Can we scoot it back a little further? Yes. And then you guys as well. That'll have to do for now. That'll have to work. 6 months left to comply. Stop buying pottery. Why is that one upgraded and not that one? That's really annoying. Guess the shrines. We'll have to do more shrines. I didn't want to because we were kind of out of money at the time, but now we're quite a bit more out of money at this time, so not gonna happen anytime soon at this time. You guys are producing, right? No. Technically. Are we really down by that? Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, we are. I'm gonna probably regret this, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this going. Dang it. This is not quite as nice looking as I was really hoping it was gonna be, but, we could probably remove these houses here at some point and fit stuff here. I don't know, we're gonna have to figure out something, because that's not working. we getting taxes? Okay, as soon as he goes around the corner over here, that'll be everybody in the city registered for taxes. So that'll be, and he's going, well, whatever. $700 pottery ain't gonna cut it. Come on, people. We have 5 months left. And a little under half of what we need. Yeah, right there is part of the problem. Well, it's actually the entirety of the problem. We're not producing it fast enough. Plain and simple. We need more people. And people are arriving, so... Really? Oh, look, the Kushites are back. Too little entertainment, so we do need to bump up that. I'm not really sure how to get a bandstand in here, but I'm pretty sure we can. I don't know about over here. That's gonna be awkward. That house there is probably gonna have to go. What comes next after the pottery? I think it might be a courthouse, which is gonna be super duper awkward. Well, over here, we don't need all of these. We can move one, and that'd be fine. Over here, this can move down. And then after that, it's beer. In some order. I don't actually remember. It might be... I don't remember. Regardless, we're gonna need both of those at some point. Right. Food isn't getting down here. How's the desirability right there? Not superb. Why is this saying that? I thought it was really nice.
No one can accept these goods.
Lies.
It's okay. I can use the rest.
That is copper, right? Yes, that's copper. What?
Goods? That's okay. I can use the rest.
Why does the ferry seem like it's stopped? That's not good. We might have to delete this ferry and rebuild it. Going to wait until this group of immigrants goes across, and I'm gonna rebuild it because something went wrong. This should not be happening. Rebuild it. Try again. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's the problem. The bank has changed. That's interesting. Wonder if that means that's gonna affect this as well. I don't know. Don't remember ever having that particular problem before. 1 month. 1 month to comply and we can finally do it. Okay. You can buy pottery again. Not that you really needed it, but... kind of feeling like actually. Oh, went over 800? That'd be fine. Does the Overseer automatically know when you have a request and adjust accordingly? I don't actually know. It seems like it might, though. Really? Why are you... There's a roadblock there. Should be going that way and then heading straight across. It's one of these two from there. Better be. It wasn't him. Maybe it's him. Because this road doesn't really have an intersection except right there. I mean, I guess we could swap that over. We really need to. Okay, no, there we go. Are y'all gonna start moving? No. That's not good. The fish are constantly going to be wanting to come over here because these granaries are not quite full.
No one can accept these goods.
That's not good.
Okay. I can use the rest.
Oh, no, no, no. You see, the problem is I'm actually stupid. I didn't actually connect that. Right. That should help a little bit. Shoot. Well. At least I noticed it eventually. Going to go ahead and move this now before I forget. Or before I, yeah. Before I do something else with that area, instead of remembering I could do this. Not going to do that now because of this, but, you know. Ooh.
I wonder if the city has any sights I could see while they unload my ship.
We are just constantly working through the bricks. Which is good. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and accept a little bit more of that in here. Still not getting food to these guys over here. Oh no, it's the religious...
What's a priestess to do? There is so little diversion.
Well, something you could do is go that way. These ones aren't getting food. Is she not getting far enough? Or are we gonna have to get rid of these houses? The water is getting far enough, but she doesn't seem to be. Might help if that was upgraded. Let's see. Oh. I might have been forgetting that a little bit. Whoops. At least nobody got too upset about it. Come on, you can do it. One of the most beautiful and well-respected buildings in your city. People love to live nearby. So, it should be better than this. I don't know why it's not. But we're gonna have to do something about this, or these are not gonna upgrade, and there's no way that stuff's getting down over here. Currently, we don't have the money for it, though. I probably shouldn't even have built those shrines, to be honest. How are we looking for 15 demands uncollected? I think that's perfectly acceptable. Okay, so don't construct anything. At least not anything more. Assuming the same 110 imports cost? Really? Interesting.
I wonder if the city has it. I love the art of the deal. I can't wait to trade my supplies.
Kingdom standing climbs. How are we looking? Yeah, that's probably, yeah. Musicians.
Our long and dangerous trek here was for nothing. The city won't trade.
Where did the copper go? I guess they already bought it. Feeling like we're probably gonna want a storage yard up over here as well. Although not there specifically, but here-ish. Yeah, we're probably not actually gonna move that fort, are we? Although I don't like this location for this palace, so we might move that. Well, there is still room to do that. I don't know. Really? Really? I didn't think that was anywhere near close enough. Where? Oops. Oh, you are being affected. 1 month. 1 month. We really need to get down here and get more ships built, because... You know what, actually? Let's get moving now. I don't think it'll hurt them to be standing around for a little bit. Be right at the end of August, right? At least in theory. Boy, we go through the meat quick. I don't... Do they have, like, a preference for picking up? I guess they would, wouldn't they? Once they have fish, they then prioritize picking up what they don't have. So that's why it just gets wiped out. Interesting. This is not optimal. Hey, we're in the black again. Wonderful. Should be happening any second now. I think. There you are. Lavish festival. Bounty of food and goods. Excellent. I'm going to go ahead and actually remember to do the next festival this time. Employees needed. Do we... really? No, technically. They seem to have more than they had the last time. I don't like that one bit. And by seem to, I mean they definitely have more than they had the last time. Oh, those transport ships just got wiped out. Oof. Okay, pro tip. Transport ships? Fragile. I wonder. Could we maybe put some walls and towers over here to help out? I imagine we probably could, huh? Would that be preferable to archers? I don't know. Is that something we could do over here? Something like that? There's not quite enough room. Well, could put it like here. I don't remember how much range they have. It's worth a try, though. Surely. How are we looking for our fleet here? Nope. You guys are fine. We have lost a ship. They came in with significantly more than they had last. Yeah, I think next episode we can we even afford to? I don't like that because it's gonna require a double jump. And then of course the things themselves are gonna cost money. The wharfs. And it's also gonna cost money to, wow, that was fast. Before the battle was even over, that thing was launched. Goodness. Yeah, we're gonna need a bit more wood. Which is not cheap. Is not cheap. Yeah, I think maybe not next episode, but very soon we're going to need to do something about this. Because we can't afford to keep replacing these all the time. And we also can't afford to let them start, like, actually getting through. So I'm thinking... We don't currently have a recruiter, so I don't want to do that yet. But I think that's something that I'm gonna look into doing as soon as we do that. I think this is probably gonna be, well, maybe where the recruiter is gonna go. Because we also need the academy. I guess not necessarily need, but should have. Well, either way, speaking of next episode, I think that's probably... or this is probably a good spot to leave it.
You talk a fine bargain, my friend. I'll barely make back my costs.
I've never heard that line before.
I'll be
Interesting.
a hero when I bring these goods back to my homeland.
I lost my train of thought. Whatever. Either way, regardless. Episode over. We're done here. Yeah, I think next episode, I might also look into trying to get a bit more in the way of import-export money going. But then again, I don't know. With how much trouble we landed in last time, I'm trying to be cautious with it. I don't know. We'll figure out something. Because we are going to need more money moving forward. But that's going to be for next episode. So for now, I will say thank you for watching. Take care, and farewell.
What's a priestess to do? There is so little diversion.
I think I'm gonna have to do the bandstands next episode too.